childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you've got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Robinson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Bucs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Howe will throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Toney on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Here we go. Back. Hawk 70.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action. Howell. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they go play action with Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they go with Mostert. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 9. Howell eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Washington. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Off play action. It's Howell. Forced out to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the save. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on second down. Howell. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Howell now. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. On first down, Howell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down and 3. Slot man moves right. On second down, Mostert. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, they'll run it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And some space here. Jalen Waddle, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Powell, flush to his right. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second and 9, Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Howell. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Room here to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Mostert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Second down, Howell back to pass. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 24, Buccaneers 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Check. Ready.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
19 right.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 31, Buccaneers 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Borregales now on for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And down right near the 25, able to break through that initial contact, got him some extra yardage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every